Big up to my sister Slauson Girl. Let me drop a bomb for her. Real, authentic, from the soil, LA reporter, right? Powerful black woman. And she reports on YG leading a peace walk in Compton. Man, shout out my brother Rob Butler too. So she says a Compton rapper YG led a truce walk Sunday, joined by members of Treetop and the Fruit Towns, family members and kids. The walk started at Gonzales Park and included a stop at Tan's Burgers. So these are monuments, and if you don't know what's going on, you might read that caption, and not understand what's going on. There was more than just treetops and fruit towns there, but there's a reason why she isolated the treetops and the fruit towns, because those are two different sets, both the PIRUs that have been inflamed in a war with each other for quite some time, right? For quite some time, right? It's been viral. I remember one of the first viral gang clips, I think probably like, I want to say like 2006, but it had to be later than that. But I remember there was like a clip of the treetops jumping a fruit town on in Compton, just on a back block in Compton, and it was one they chased up in the Chevron. These are early, before a lot of gang clips was really viral. So they've been at it for a long time. When you understand Compton politics, or in this case, Compton politics, and it's crazy because a lot of people, again, like, people saw the Kendrick concert and people were like, "Oh my God, he brought the Bloods and the Crips together," and like not realizing like a lot of Bloods and Crips is friends and cool with each other and function with each other. A lot of the turmoil and the wars are actually, within the cars. A lot of the PIRUs have been at war with each other, especially Crips been at war with each other. I mean, since about 75. I'm talking pre-A Trey Gangster verse 6-0 when you really do your history. So this is a big deal and this is powerful. And Gonzales Park, that's considered like a PIRU headquarters. PIRU headquarters for sure. So, this is a big deal, and for them to get together and walk, that was a symbol, because I remember I heard like, "Hey, boom, it's a truce, ceasefire between the fruit towns and the treetops." Beautiful, beautiful. I heard it, and I'm like, I hope that it's real, and I hope that they can stick to it. I hope so. And then for them to be able to do this, for YG to show up, and for something that's important, it's a big deal. So this guy right here, Big Phil, said, "Where are the Crips?" And I put TTP and FTP been going at it with each other more than they have been the Crips in recent years. This is a huge deal. And bro said, can't forget the NHP, the neighbor PIRUs. So yeah, the PIRUs been at it just in general. The PIRUs been at it, right? And then it just said, Crips are red now. Oh man. But the PIRUs piecing it up, and that's a beautiful thing. Reason being is because we can't expect, I forget who said this. I read this years ago when I was in high school. Probably I read this, or somebody said we can't have there can't be peace unless there's peace within the cars first, right? And if you go within the car, when you understand, the Crip card, the Blood card, and then there's factions off in that, the PIRUs, et cetera, on neighborhoods, gangsters, hoovers, et cetera, things like that. So if there's turmoil within this faction, we can't really expect peace outside of that faction without that first being addressed. But the cold thing is, a lot of PIRUs and Compton Crips have been really fucking with each other. That's really been going on for a long time, at least in my generation down. Meanwhile, all the rules been butting heads. So this was a big deal. This was a huge deal. And then like Daniela said, you go to Dago, Blood and PIRU don't even at all with each other. You see what I'm saying? You got Skyline, you got Lincoln. Lincoln was originally LPP, Lincoln Park PIRU. They turned the P to the B, and man, they've been anti-PIRU all the way. They beef with the whole Skyline, Eastside PIRU, Farrell Park, etc. Right? So that's a huge thing. And San Diego was kind of different because Bloods are so large, Bloods are so dominant, so deep versus when you deal with LA County, it's more CRIP predominant. In Dago, it's more Blood predominant. At least in the city, it's more Blood predominant. So it's the same effect in reverse. But anything like this is a big deal. Anytime where you have two groups of people that are able to put their differences to the side, even if it's only temporary, it's a big deal, and we should praise the Most High God for it, point blank period. So this is beautiful and a beautiful post, and I appreciate Sis Slauson Girl for highlighting this. Y'all definitely need to tap in with her, follow her on IG, because she's going to keep you in the loop with important stuff. I'm not telling you not to look at the BS. You got to. I look at it. I'm going to be on it like I've been showing y'all Shade Room post, Say Cheese post, No Jumper post. The BS, we have to be aware of it, right? Scriptures talk about not to be ignorant in any matter. But we also got to follow the positivity. And frankly, a lot of these bigger media outlets are not going to truly cover real positivity. They're only going to cover the BS. And the reason why they only cover the BS, partially at least, whether somebody makes accusations about agenda-based and things like that. But part of the reason for that is people pay more attention to negativity than they do to positivity. Unfortunately, it's an unfortunate reality. But this is stuff that needs to be covered. PIRU's over there, man, bringing it back together, man, bringing it up under that P, keeping that P tall. You got to keep that P tall, man. And I'm saying that as in everybody, like, it don't matter where you from. You should represent where you from, and represent where you're from. Where you from doesn't have to be accompanied with diminishing, disrespecting, or hating somebody else and or where they from. You see what I'm saying? It don't have to come with that, right? So I think it's a beautiful thing. Again, big up also the game for being out there, etc. That's powerful, right? Yeah, man. Hey, look, it's just really like OG Jamel Barnes, man, said, man, it's one gang, Jesus gang. One of my favorite quotes, man, is one gang, Jesus gang. It's one gang, right? We all one, really. We really not each other enemies. But even if we want to look at each other as enemies, because we ain't gonna act like we don't have enemies amongst our own. We got to remember that that's the context in which, who the world called Jesus Christ. Yahushua said, love thy enemies. Right? See that? See how that works? And I praise the Most High for having the opportunity to love my so-called enemies. Shout out to them who I love. They know who they are. You know what I'm saying? People who I'm supposed to be at odds with, who I've been able to love, embrace, man. The ODM Slims of the world, the Spody Faces of the world, the Brick Babies of the world. You know what I mean? Much love to them brothers. Right? Like, there you go. There goes ODM Slim right there. And that's loving your enemies. we supposed to be enemies, but here we are loving each other. See how that worked? That's the Most High right there. Nothing but it. Right? So all praise to the Most High, man. All praises. Now, we gonna get back. Oh, Tanya Harden, y'all about your matchup with the water for the super chat, man. The super chat work now, y'all. It work on this channel now. I'm just telling y'all. Right now, back to the BS though. Unfortunately, back to the BS. All praise to the Most High, definitely. I saw this. I absolutely, positively had to report on this. I had to. I'm sorry, I had to. Number one, Stunna Girl. Always loved Stunna Girl. Big fan of Stunna Girl. Her music, right? First song I heard from her was with Bang 3. Was called, I think it's called Draco, if I'm not mistaken. The first song I heard from her, and I tapped in with her and I felt her If you from this West Coast, Stunna Girl, if you familiar with Stunna Girl, you from this West Coast, she remind you of 100 girls that you grew up with. 100 girls you grew up with, came up rough, a little tomboyish, but still a super pretty girl, you know, hella hood, you know, probably did a little, you know what I mean, was on the blade a little bit, doing a renegade thing, or you know what I mean, something like that. Like this is, I know so many girls like her, and there's certain areas that have extremely large pockets of girls like that. She's up out of Sac. Sac is one of them areas. Fresno, Dago, these are areas where there's a million Stunna girls. Maybe not that look as good as her, but as far as who she is and what she represents. So when I see a girl, a young lady like that, I always, you know, embrace and love them because it's so reminiscent again of so many girls I grew up with. So I always loved Stunna Girl. I was with my baby mom at the time. She loved her, you know, whatever. So we always loved and supported Stunna Girl. All of a sudden, you know, I mean, I never really saw her do, but you know, I saw her on social media talking about how she got a man, a husband, etc. Beautiful thing. Then, you know, I tune on to the homie show, back on Fig. Right? Look at Bird's Eye, right? My rear from Sac and another from Oakland. I know exactly what you mean. Niggas know. Niggas from the street know right what I'm talking about. I promise you. What Daniela say? The female from the set that every OG want. Damn, I want her, man. She coming up. She finna be the, you know what I'm saying? You already know. So, and she from Oak Park too, though. Don't get it twisted. She's an Oak Park blood. Anyway, what I was saying. Okay, boom. So we finally see who her man is. Show up on back on Fig. Should I back on Fig? She show up on back on Fig and cuss, nodded off. And everybody was confused about that. Nobody understood what was going on. And you know, bro, them had some words, and I think a Big Deal had some words, if I'm not mistaken. And you know, dude tried to show up to their house, and that was weird. That was real weird. So I'm gonna be real with you. I knew he was a weirdo from, you know, him showing up nodded off on a live stream. Then I knew he was even weirder for trying to take a picture in front of a nigga house, you know, where the kids at and all that. Like, that's crazy as hell. You know, and real stuff can come behind that. You know, and niggas is lucky real stuff didn't come behind it. To be truthful. Niggas is real lucky about that, right? Because it could have happened. Anything can happen to anybody. Let's never, ever get disillusioned about that, right? But then he go on No Jumper. And this is when he became a full-fledged weirdo. He was already weird. He was really already a full-fledged weirdo, but his weirdo points like skyrocketed after I seen his No Jumper. And I'm, again, not again, but I'm gonna say it. I've said it on different times. And listen, I moved to California at 12 years old. I've been from the West Coast my whole life, but I moved to California at 12 years old. I already was from where I'm from, whatever. I've been all around the Southern California streets, from LA to the border, period. LA, Orange County, the whole Dago County, from north all the way to the border, nigga, the IE, etc. I'd have been all through the Southern California streets. And I'm going to tell you who I know. I know Paul Rules. I know a lot of Paul Rules. Compton, Pomona, all the way to Dago. I know Paul Rules. I'm telling you. So when somebody ruin ain't right, I can smell it instantly. It stink to me. Princess Erica, Thawada, all praises. Blessings to you. Soon as somebody whooping ain't right, I can smell it. Hold on, man. Just even look at the way he doing the P right now. I just don't believe it. I know Paul Rules, man. You understand what I'm saying? I know ODM, bro. I know Paul Rules, bro. Are you kidding me? Nah, I don't know. So then when I seen him talking about it, I said, oh no. But let's see what this girl had to say. Before I even go any further, let me see what this girl had to say. Here's ex-girl. She said, don't attach my name. No nigga, I been had a new nigga. Ooh, she been had a girl. What? You been had a new nigga? She said, take the P off your face. You're not from Bompton. Which I knew. Let me drop a bomb for it though. I knew he wasn't from Bompton. Soon as it's just like Snoopy Badass. The first time he said he was from Bompton, I knew he wasn't from Bompton. I promise you.
I'm from the east side of Bompton.
Right. And no, I'm not telling niggas I'm from South Central. Right? I'm not. But I done really been around a lot. And I know the real. And real recognize real, man. That's one thing I know for sure. Real recognize real. And I know that P-Funk, man. I know him. Nah. So she said, take that P off your face. You're not from Bompton. You got put on in prison at the age of 23, gang. A prison put on? ODM, you already know. and just like T-Rail said, can't nobody tell me I'm not. Are you kidding me? And it's PIRUs all over the place. It's Crips, it's Hoovers, it's neighborhoods. And this doesn't invalidate somebody because of they're from another place. But there's what you call a transmission, right? There's like an apostolic succession, so to speak, right? And the Bay is infamously known for not having that, for priding themselves on not having Crips and Bloods, right? They do their own thing. It's not like, Texas got PIRUs and, it's PIRUs in Texas, so they whooping is recognized and is respected. That's not the situation. Oakland don't have that. There's not a block of, if there was a whole hood of PIRUs in Oakland that he was from, ain't nobody got nothing to say. But he's the lone PIRU from Oakland. And that's strange. A prison put on? He's a prison put on. Okay. She said, you got put on 23 in prison. Tell the world how you ran when I got popped, because she recently got shot. He ran? You left your hips when she got shot? What? She do sound crazy. You left your hips? Okay. Call my little brother crying. Ask him to come help. You're a blade, and I've been cheated on you 2 years ago. Ouch. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. That would hurt. My heart go out to him for that. My heart go out to him. I don't think nobody should get cheated on. No man should get cheated on. That's crazy. She said, you got ran out of Oakland cracking the fuck up and went to LA trying to be a PIRU. You was finna get the P whacked off your face because niggas ain't fuck with you until you got the network. You got a shit bag on and ain't did shit about it. Stop bapping. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. This is some cold shit, man. A girl talk to a nigga like that, man, it hurt your pride, dog. What? Now, when she said you was finna get the P whacked off your face because niggas ain't fuck with you, I believe that. I believe that. Now, you got to remember, he's claiming Fruittown PIRU. Now, you have to remember, y'all, this is the same hood that Soulja Boy claimed. Now, I ain't going to put no disrespect at all on Chris Brown. Shout out Chris Brown. Shout out the whole OHB, etc. Shout out my nigga Young Black. On tour with Breezy right now. You know what it is, 94th Street. Salute to my brother. CB, I hear good things about CB. Homies who done seen CB really run fades in them county jails up in California. I done heard that from homies, reputables, from my part of town. So I ain't got nothing to say about Chris Brown. But Soldier Boy, we see what Young Hater did when he was in the hood. We see how the Fruit Towns took such, was so offended. So many of them were offended. They went and did that video on Street TV. You can go watch it. Big up Alex Alonso. They went on Street TV, and they expressed disdain about Soldier Boy coming over there, and he messed with certain dudes. So you have to understand that that's a little bit of a, you might be cool with a certain few dudes over there in the Fruiters, but that don't mean all the Fruiters is messing with you and co-signing you and respecting you and recognizing you as a reputable PIRU. I'm just giving you the truth. It's just the truth. What he said.
Life, man, let's get it. Whether we together or not.
Hold on, I don't know what's playing in the back, but we ain't gonna do that. So this is. So I ain't seen this video. So it says Stunna Girl blasts Rich Mula for escaping when she got shot. So I ain't seen this yet. So let's all react together.
Getting in trouble.
This how y'all know. That's why y'all can't be believing nothing this talking about. Cause this still to this day denying that shit.
So, 2 weeks ago, Stunna Girl got shot. Yeah, you heard that right, shot. But that's not even the craziest part of this wild ride. Our girl is now saying she's done with her husband, young Rich Mula. Why, you ask? Well,
this interview is, we're gonna play this interview and I'm gonna break down why. I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna break it down.
grab your popcorn because this is where it gets juicy. Stunna Girl claims that when she got shot, her man took off running and crying. I mean, talk about not standing by your woman, right? She's feeling some type of way about it, and honestly, can you blame her? And get this, Stunna Girl didn't just break up with her man, she dragged him for filth. She's out here spilling more tea, saying things like,
I'm gonna be honest, she too fine to be running when she gets shot, man. You gotta stand tall. You gotta be a knight in shining armor, man. That girl is beautiful.
Like, don't attach my name to no ninja. I've been had a new ninja. Ouch. That's gotta sting. But wait, there's more. She's calling him out for not being as street as he claims. Take the pee off your face. You're not from BOMPTON, she says. For those not in the know, she's basically saying he's not really from Compton and he's faking the funk. And if you thought that was harsh, buckle up, guys, because she's just getting started. Stunna Girl claims young Rich Mula got put on in prison at 23. In street lingo,
And that's crazy because the guerrilla gospel, the guerrilla ghetto gospel. Now, what's crazy because he supposed to be a 415, like he supposed to be a Bay Area. He supposed to run with the Bay card. Now, the Bay card and the Damus typically, kind of run close, but him turning PIRU in prison is crazy for real. That's crazy work.
that means he wasn't about that life until he went to jail. She's basically calling him a fraud, y'all. But the real kicker, she's putting him on blast for how he reacted when she got shot. According to Stunna Girl, this man ran away crying and calling her little brother for help. Now, I don't know about you, but that's not exactly the reaction you want from your ride or die when you're in trouble. Oh, and did I mention? She dropped this bomb on his birthday. Talk about a present he didn't ask for. Young Rich Mula went on Instagram Live crying about the breakup, and it's giving serious. And Stunna Girl's been pretty tight-lipped about the details, and for good reason. She's not trying to catch a case on top of catching a bullet. She did go on Instagram Live to give her fans a little update, though.
I'm getting a lawsuit on the hospital because they discharged me early because I wouldn't cooperate. Like, they handcuffed everybody, had them on the other side of the hospital handcuffed, and they let me out on the opposite side of the hospital. So I had to damn near, I almost had to walk home because they handcuffed everybody that came to come pick me up, and they let me out on the opposite side of the hospital.
She also threw some shade at the hospital, suggesting she might sue them for discharging her early. Apparently, there was some drama with people being detained on one side of the hospital while she was let out on the opposite side. Talk about a messy situation.
Yeah, and if you've been in the streets, you know about situations like that. And Danielle, he said what he said, trash steppers are already submissive to a room. That happens. Some of them hoes is prepped for submission too, better than some of these girls who's not. But them in situations, they occur sometimes. Like, boom, you get involved in a situation. It could be a fight, it could be a melee, it could be a shootout, anything. But if there's victims on both sides, then everyone's going to the same hospital. So once they become aware that there's an issue between two different groups of people and they're all at the same hospital, now the police have to really insert themselves. I remember a situation, and this I've talked about this situation in times past, but I had a situation which was my first major test when I got out of jail. You know, when I already knew the Lord was on me, like, man, you know, you got to leave the street shit alone and you got to just go full-fledged, you know, with teaching this truth. So this is my first situation where two of my little homies end up getting poked. The party, they end up getting poked. My other little homie end up, you know, putting in some work on niggas who did that. And everybody was at the same hospital. Everybody was at the same hospital. So there was a huge conflict in the hospital. Both sides in the hospital turned up, tripping. So the police got to come in, get everybody at the hospital, try to lock niggas up. Like that's what happens when everything happens at one place and there's victims on both sides that need immediate medical attention and got to get, you know, take the ambulance to the spot versus like, okay, boy, you could go to a different hospital if you were able to get away, you were straight, but you still need to seek medical attention. But if the ambulance got to come, that ACOR got to come, everybody going to the same hospital. So now the police got to step in to keep the peace because it's liable to go back up in the hospital because shit's still hot. Niggas mad. Ain't nothing like seeing your home. When you see your homie in the hospital bed, if you don't want to ride immediately, use a bitch. You don't love that motherfucker if you don't feel like propelling into action, seeing a homie in the hospital bed. And then to know like, okay, they're right there too. They just in another part of the hospital. They could be in the same hallway, the next floor. Nigga, let's get these niggas. So the police, they gotta be there to insert themselves into the situation.
I'm getting a lawsuit on the hospital because they discharged me early because I wouldn't cooperate. Like, they handcuffed everybody, had them on the other side of the hospital handcuffed, and they let me out on the opposite side of the hospital. So I had to damn near, I almost had to walk home because they handcuffed everybody that came to come pick me up, and they let me out on the opposite side of the hospital.
Here's where it gets really interesting. Stunna Girl is adamant that this shooting has nothing to do with any rap beef. She's frustrated with people trying to connect this to some industry drama. She insists that her...
I highly doubt it have anything to do with rap beef. Who is she beefing with that's going to shoot her? Who? Who? Please tell me who.
Her situation is separate from the rap world and wishes people would stop trying to make that connection.
My situation ain't got nothing to do with no. I feel like my situation is probably like the biggest thing that ever happened. My situation didn't careers, so I understand why motherfuckers want to chase clout and want to get caught off my situation, but it's like my shit got nothing to do with you industry ass, police ass, bull ass bitch, bro. Y'all shouldn't even be speaking on a road because at the end of the day, I don't live the same lifestyle you live. We don't come, you know, we just ain't grow up the same. So a motherfucker celebrating that I got shot is like, you don't do enough. We don't even have that type of beef.
And you know what? She might have a point. Sometimes real life is messy enough without bringing industry beef into it. But
yeah, I think 9 times out of 10. I mean, there's not one part of me that believes it was some industry shit that happened. Not one single solitary part of me believes this is some industry shit that happened. It probably was some beef that he was into. I would presume that he was probably into the beef and the shots came and she just happened to get hit. I highly doubt that Stunna Girl was the intended target for bullets. None of that makes sense.
that's not stopping the internet detectives from trying to piece this puzzle together. One fan said, "That's a valid reason to leave. He should be protecting her and helping her to heal." Others are giving Stunna the side eye. It's crazy how she put him on a pedestal until he ran when she got shot.
Now that's a fair point too, because she really did. I ain't gonna cap. It go both ways because, again, I looked at dude always as a weirdo from the jump. Not always, but as soon as I heard him talk, or really as soon as I seen him pass down on back on FIGG. From that moment, Strip Talk J, the amazing point. Because Mulatto just said, who cares about this? But this is the same guy who just asked us to do a poll on, I don't even want to repeat. Great point, Strip Talk J. Drop a bomb for Strip Talk J. So, okay, so as soon as I seen him at back on FIGG passed out, I felt like he was a weirdo. Then when I heard him talk, then when he posted a picture in front of Bronham house, he was even weirder. Then when I heard him talk, he was even weirder. So before any of that, before we ever really seen him or were introduced to him, she always went so hard. Her man, my man. Always, right? So once I seen it, I'm like, why is she going so hard? Because this is a girl, she's far from game goofy. You can clearly tell where her mind is, what her life experience is in the streets. And for her, the way she just went so hard for the nigga, like, really didn't make no sense once I started to see him for who he was. But on the other end, hey, this is the nigga you fucking with, so you should go hard for him. You see what I'm saying? But like this comment says, it's crazy how she put him on a pedestal until he ran when she got shot. He was the hardest nigga in LA until he wasn't. All of a sudden, he's the coward that got ran up out of Oakland. I'm glad she's okay, but the egg is on her face. The fact that she laid up with him this whole time. He had a colostomy bag, but now she speaks ill of him. Not taking care of it is crazy work. This says a lot about her and her character. Her admitting to cheating for 2 years may send him over the edge. No, that's crazy too, because I'm almost forgetting that you said he got a colostomy bag. That he got a shit bag. That's a big deal. And then you saying like he never did something, never did nothing about it. Now, if he's an intricate part of your career and you guys had a network, Red Rum, which Red Rum was an OD ass name for a network anyway. Like, that's just over blood. We're going to call the new network Red Rum. Man, y'all was whooping too hard, man. What did FYBJ say? Y'all over whooped with Red Rum. But the cold part of this is, right, whole situation. The cold part of this is 9 times I could see him not wanting to get any revenge or not actively seeking revenge for the situation about whatever happened where he came up on that colostomy bag, due to the fact that y'all are trying to move in a different direction. So to weaponize that against him is crazy. But I mean, y'all already know that's what girls do. That's what girls do. Girls are going to do that, when that breakup happens and she wants to demean you, she wants to take away from you, she's going to it's like the police. Anything you say or can and will be used against you. It just is what it is. Again, like she said, you wanted to get that pee whacked out. He probably was on drugs, feeling sad. Man, the homies don't fuck with me. Well, the homies don't fuck with you, nigga, because they don't know you. You got put on in prison. You're not from Compton. They don't know you. You see what I'm saying? Well, it's important to have your own homies. Even if you could be from, again, you got LA gangs everywhere. Everywhere, right? Houston, over deep in Houston, right? But they still have their own stuff too. The Foreign Park Crib. They still follow those Hoovers, but they got their thing for them. It's still a homage to the land, but you gotta have your day one niggas. You see what I'm saying? If y'all have your own clique up under that umbrella, your own name up under that umbrella, whatever, but you gotta have your own niggas. You just became a PIRU in the joint, and like you want BOMPTON to embrace you. And they maybe some people will, but how much really will they? You of course got a little motion and you connected to a very popping female, so that might help you, but is it genuine? And it was probably a moment where he realized, man, the love wasn't real, the love wasn't there. he's probably off drugs and feeling hella sad and sorry, and he confided in his woman, man, I want to get this pizza on my face, man. The homies ain't fucking with me. That was just a moment, probably. He wasn't serious about that. And she weaponized that against him. You know, I knew a dude years ago. He was like the first dude when I first, you know, woke up to being an Israelite, was trying to put niggas on. He was like the first nigga I put on to the truth being an Israelite. And around that time, we like 18. I'm like finna be 18. We like 17, 18 around that time. So he wanted gangbang. You know, he starts expressing how he always wanted to gangbang. And how hard he used to think Crips were when they wore blue flannels and shit like that. I'm telling you what he said. So I had the bro around who at the time was banging DVC and Ocean D Valley Crip. Right? And bro ended up getting put on. Who always want to get put on? You end up getting put on, DVC. And not too long after, he ended up going to jail. He ended up going to the county jail. And when he got out of the county, he like, man, I got put on this hood and ain't nobody write me. Ain't nobody put no money on my books. Fuck that. I ain't better to bang that. And he turned something else. I can't even tell you what else he turned. But I'm like, bro, like nobody knows you. Nobody, of course nobody wrote you a poop. What they gonna write you and say? They don't know you. You're not really from over there. You know, you got put on and you thought that was enough. Like that little, and I want to say he had like a 2-man put on, if I'm not mistaken. And both the niggas who put him on right now is banging another hood. So that's like an invalidated put on. Frankly, right? It's an invalidated put on. But who even cares if the put on is invalidated? If you're a loc and you serious, 2 niggas put you on, they was from the hood at that time, nigga. If you press your issue, nigga, wasn't anybody gonna say to you? See, that be niggas' problem. They be looking for too much outside validation. You gotta be from where you from, nigga, on your own 10 toes, nigga. Fuck that, nigga. And who I gotta see about it. That's how you get, that's your mentality. I am who I am based off of me. I don't gotta call nobody. I don't gotta name drop nobody. I don't need nobody to send me a letter in jail, nigga. I'm from where I'm from by my motherfucking self. That's how that gotta work. And when niggas see that, you know what niggas are gonna have to do? Salute and respect it, period. Even if they packed you out. Respect him, he stood 10 toes, man. He stood 10 toes, bro. That nigga ain't playing, nigga. If a nigga from that hood felt like, nigga, I ain't never seen you in the hood, nigga. You ain't from the set, nigga. Boom, what's up? Line it up then, nigga. I ain't from where, nigga? What? See, a nigga will get, I'm not from where? Hold on, man. Let me call the homies. Don't you know such and such? He said, I'm good. Nah, fuck, nigga, I'm not from what, nigga? Let's do it, nigga. The fuck? That's how that's supposed to go. Niggas don't. Niggas wasn't bred for real in the streets. That's just what it is. Anyway, though. But yeah, so bro, all of a sudden he like, man, nobody wrote me and shit. Fuck that, bro. I'm turning some other shit. Hold on. Exactly. That's how it be in LA and Compton, Long Beach, in Southern California, bro. I don't need nobody to validate. No, I'm not calling nobody nigga. I'm from nigga, huh? Of course, you know when I was doing that, when I was active in the streets, you know. But niggas be too like seeking outside. You got to be your validation. You, you your validation, not nobody else. But anyway, so if you believe in being from that FTP nigga, it don't matter if the homies don't fuck with you. And you got to get that to Snoopy Badass at least somewhat. But he switches up every day. He dissing his own hood. You know, but sometimes he got that right mentality where nigga, I don't give a fuck with none of the homies ain't fucking with me. I'm pressing the hood, right? Even though, of course, we gonna get to him in a second. But Snoopy Badass become very, very entertaining. I do want to say that. Overwhelmingly entertaining. Anyway, though. But yeah, so the nigga, he turned something else. Nigga, they ain't the homies, they homie that make it, nigga, you're not from over there. Right? You might be from there. You might got to put on there, but you're not. You see what I'm saying? You didn't grow there. What's the saying about growing there? You might go there, but you didn't grow there. Something like that. Bro said that's called a turf bug rainbow banger. Don't name drop. What name did you create? What is your name? Niggas, look, bro, niggas don't understand the importance of what is your name, nigga. That's the shit my little brother used to do. He used to run at niggas. If it's an older nigga, he's just my name. Until he finally got his name ringing, it was always, nigga, my name. Right? No, he is Drea. He's pure entertainment. I watch this shit the other day. I'm like, this nigga's becoming really entertaining. I used to couldn't stand this nigga. Now I'm like, because listen, y'all, I respect entertainment. A lot of y'all say what y'all want about Adam 22, say what y'all want about Whack 100. I like them. Them niggas is really entertaining to me. The Adam and Whack show, I do not miss it. I promise you, I will not miss it. And we get ready to get into it in a minute too. I will not miss the Adam and Whack show. It's too entertaining. Snoopy Badass has officially, he's becoming really entertaining to me. Right? So I'm tapping into his content. I'm going to tell you who else, who I couldn't stand, who's coming really entertaining to me. Loose Cannon. I'm like, this nigga, he's starting to entertain me. He's calling niggas sweetie pie and shit. It's funny, whatever. It's entertaining. I don't gotta co-sign everything everybody do to find their content entertaining, because you got to remember, I appreciate you, gang, man. Yeah, I got about 50 some of them upstairs. I'm gonna do a whole vlog on just Astros House. I promise you. I'm gonna do a whole Astros House vlog. I'm not here standing up. Jesus, I got my size messed up. Hold on. Come on, man. Don't do me like that. I'm on TV. All praises. So, so bro, he becoming very entertaining. Loose Cannon. All these niggas is becoming so entertaining to me now. I don't even know what to do. You know, certain even individuals I didn't like. Bro, this nigga's entertaining now. I wasn't fucking with Loose or Snoopy. You know, but they're entertaining. Remember, y'all, this is the content world. We're creating content. We're consuming content. This is about content, right? The content cartel. Hey, I got a lot of LA. I'm gonna give you a run too with them LAs. I got me some cold LA hats. I got an LA Fit whole outfit, Dodger outfit I ain't wore yet. That's blue and orange. Loose Cannon make my hair hurt. No, he used to make my hair hurt with the struggle speech too. But he did a couple videos in the last couple of days. I'd be like, man, Loose is starting to be funny to me, man. Loose is starting to be funny to me. Right? Let's get back to this, though. I'm bugging. I forgot what I was talking about. Let's get back to Stunna.
He was the hardest in LA until he wasn't. Okay, says a lot of innocent as she's painting herself to be. In her rant, she casually dropped that she's been cheating on Mula. Say what now? And the fans are picking up on this. One follower pointed out, if she cheated on him 2 years ago, why TF, she expects him to take a bullet for her.
Because she's saying that he didn't know. She dropped a bomb on him. And he was unaware of the cheating, which again is definitely not right. But I'm going to show y'all the minute I knew just how weird bro was, right? I'm going to show y'all.
Got the homie here with me, blood, baby duck.
Today I'm tapping in with my guy, Young Rich Mula.
Yeah, you know that. Bompton's finest, Young Rich Mula, Tony.
Hey, look, man. I'm going to tell y'all something, man. Like I said earlier, I know Paul rules. I'm going to tell y'all something, man. If you from Southern California, it's certain things from being in the streets, and these are the streets from LA County, Dago County, stretching east all through the Inland Empire, from nigga Temecula to Victorville. That's what I'm gonna call it. From LA County to Dago County to the top of LA County to the bottom of Dago County. Wait a minute, what's Ventura County? Ontario? Not Ontario. What I'm thinking about? Not Ontario. Oxnard. I might even push it that far north, but all the way to that border, and from Temecula all the way to motherfucking Victorville if you've been in them streets, there's certain things, like there's certain hoods that people don't know about if they ain't been in the streets. Like on a Rip Riders page, the Rip Riders archive page, it's just got all Crip pictures, classic stuff. And they've been posting a lot of the 9-7 YNCs, Young Nigga Crips. I've been heard and trying to tell niggas about the 9-7 YNCs for a long time. People think they're 9-7 East Coasters, but no, that ain't on hood. 9-7 Young Nigga Crip. It be them certain. See, I like to know about the little gangs. Niggas always talk about the big gangs. Oxnard, yeah. Niggas always, everything is about the 8 trades, the 60s, the Hoovers. I mean, yeah, but we know all that. What about them little ass gangs? What about them? Nigga, the motherfucking, the moving too hard gangster Crips, nigga. You see what I'm saying? Like little GC hoods and shit. That's what let's talk about them hoods. But see, motherfuckers that ain't really in the streets, you don't even know anything about them hoods because you're not running across them. Niggas from badass gangster Crip, shit like that. Niggas ain't even, you see what I'm saying? You gotta like run into these niggas, bro. In real life, though. In real activities. Niggas don't be knowing about that. But I'm gonna tell y'all, I know sex cash. Listen, bro, listen. I already know bro right here. Bro right here, man, he's been spending a lot of time up in that Murder Valley. Know about that sex cash. Know about that it's my criminal gang. Niggas like that. Okay, cool. Right? And all the hoods out there, you know, these different hoods, bro. You know what I'm saying? I like to know about the small gangs, man. But again, a lot of that gotta come from really running into niggas, really being active in, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that, or you know, so hey, right, said bang, go down to Denver. I've been knowing about Denver though. See, you gotta remember, I'm from Washington. So I remember when niggas didn't know about us, and then all the Seattle Hoovers start going viral, and then niggas knew about us. And niggas like, oh, them niggas is grooving hard out there. Niggas figured it out, what's been going on up there in Washington, especially with that Hoover thing. But you know, it's a lot of states people don't know about, but being in the streets, and not just in the Southern California, but just being in the streets in general. But even then, being in an interesting thing in Oceanside, we're gonna talk about Oceanside in a minute, where I spent, you know, 8th grade to 12th grade, and then I ended up moving back later in my 20s. Being in that area, because of the military base, it's like a transient city where it's like so many people coming in and out, and that's what we're gonna talk about the GDs. Bishop Snow did his interview. We're gonna get into that in a minute. Like GDs, it was Vice Lords out there too. Latin Kings was out there for like a small window. A few Vice Lords, but GDs was established out there, and I'll talk about that. But you run into people from everywhere. I ran into niggas from Texas, niggas from the Midwest, niggas from everywhere because of the military base. People are coming in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. So then you start learning about different things going on in different places. So like my firm message is always going to be: don't sleep on anywhere. Don't sleep on nowhere, because it go down everywhere. I know niggas that then went and got killed in Iowa. I remember, man, listen, we was in a club one time. Me and Deacon is a club captain. We had a club F6 on F and 6 downtown Dago, Gaslamp. It's a big ass nigga and it's a little ass nigga. And they military niggas. And the little ass nigga like, nigga, GD nigga from Iowa. Nigga said Iowa. He said it like, he said Iowa. Bro, Deacon looked at me, I looked at Deacon, bro, and we start busting. I promise you, we start dying laughing. Now, here's the cold part. We from Washington, he from Seattle, I'm from Tacoma. Somebody might do that to us, but here's the problem, though. We're going to get on that. We're going to get on that. He looked at us, he was fucked up, we laughed. And he was so fucked up, we laughed. And he was like, we're like, nigga, you banging in the cornfields? He was like, I bury niggas in cornfields. But mind you, he's a little miniature ass nigga too. we got a thorough laugh about that. But then years later, Deacon knew a nigga from Seattle, blood nigga, that got killed in Iowa. These things, they happen. These things, they do happen. You know, so you can't sleep on nowhere. Just because you ain't been there or you ain't been to the street part, the hood part, you don't know. You really can't say, right? But I've been know about Denver. They've been cripping and blooding in Denver for a long time. I know they got Lincoln out there, I believe. I know they got the Lanes, Crenshaw Mafia out there, plenty of Crip gangs. Matter of fact, I had a broad from Denver. Quiet as kept, my cousins slick from Denver too. My girl cousins. They from Denver because their mom, my uncle met their mom in college. He went to Colorado State. He went to Colorado State, boom. So both his wives is really from Colorado. So like when my girl cousins got a little older, they end up moving to Colorado. They live in Colorado actually now. So Slick, my cousin's really from Colorado for real. But what I was saying. But yeah, I had a little broad from out there, from Denver. So I think her people was, I think they was from 11 Gangsters, if I'm not mistaken. So I know about Denver. But you know, I was saying so. But yeah, if you in the streets, you run into certain things. If a nigga say he from Compton, I know niggas from Compton for real. And why I'm saying it like that. That's how they be saying it. And niggas from all over. Man, I used to be over there right there, the limes and all that. Getting me, you know what I'm saying, getting plenty of money. Man, me and one of my esteemed colleagues. So yeah, I know about it. West Sides, all that for sure. Looters, all that for sure. So when I hear motherfuckers be like, hold on, you from where? That don't sound like it, bro. So let's go back to this.
No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. And today I'm tapping in with my guy, Young Rich Mula.
Yeah, you know that Bompton's finest. Yeah.
No, I automatically don't believe him. I automatically don't believe him. Now let's take a look at his IG name.
Rich Mula.
Young Rich Mula 50s. 50s? The Frutas bang 50s? Hold on. Look at that. Look at how many different powers they got wiped out. So you see 800. You see 2,000. Right? Okay. You see the blocks they're banging? Okay. Just want to show you. Right? They got the T whacked out for when they was beefing with the trees. Okay. But just to show y'all the blocks they banging, I don't see 50s on there. 50 don't make no sense. In Compton, it just doesn't. Okay, cool. Other than the South Side is banging 5.5 just because it's the SS, you know, the South Side of Atlantic Drive is 5580. But other than that, that just don't make sense. Right? So why am I pointing that out? Well, the 50s, that come from Oakland, where he's actually from. So how was he the Prince of Compton? Let's see what he said.
No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. And today I'm tapping in with my guy, Young Rich Mula.
Yeah, you know that Bompton's finest. Yeah.
How you Bompton's finest? You're from Oakland, bro. You're from Oakland, right? Just because you banging a Bompton gang, you're not qualified to be Bompton's finest. To be Bompton's finest, you had to grow in Bompton. I don't get to say I'm South Central's finest, nigga, because 25 years ago, nigga, I started banging a South Central LA gang. I don't get to say I'm South Central finest. I don't get to say I'm LA's finest, because that's not where I grew up, even though I am from a street in a gang that's from there. I don't get to say, I wouldn't ever say that. You didn't come up in Compton, bro. You don't get to be Bompton's finest. That's crazy. I'm already, it just don't make no sense. I'm looking at, automatically, I already, from the first second of hearing him talk, before I even get into his story, I already know this nigga is a weirdo.
Young Rich Mula, Tiny Duck, Fruitown PIRU.
Now, I want you to understand something. He's Tiny Duck. Let me give y'all some information for those of y'all from outside of culture. It go like this. Number 1 is big. Number 2 is little. Number 3 is baby. Number 4 is tiny. Right? So he's sitting next to a nigga named Baby Duck. He's number 3 in the line of ducks. He's Tiny Duck. That's number 4 in the line of ducks. And this is no respect to the duck line. No disrespect to the duck line. Because I heard on the most recent Adam and Wack show, you know, Wack really vouching for that, how the seriousness of that duck name from that Bompton. And I ain't got no problem with that lineage in that name. But this nigga's a weirdo. I mean, and everybody can see it. So hold on.
Got the homie here with me, blood. Baby Duck, my
Blood. Ooh, you hear the way he's saying blood? Nigga, I know bloods. Nigga, I know Tamus. I know Pirus. It's just like when 6ix9ine came out and he was saying blood. It was forced. And that's crazy because you're from Oakland and niggas casually call each other cousin blood in Oakland. Blood shouldn't sound so awkward coming out of your mouth. This is already strike 2 against him. We are 13 seconds into the interview. Let's start it back over.
Hey, I'm tapping in with my guy, Young Rich Mula.
Yeah, you know that. Bompton's finest, Young Rich Mula, Tiny Duck, Fruitown PIRU. Got the homie here with me, blood. Baby Duck, my.
The way he said Bompton and the way he said blood, those are red flags to me. No pun intended. No pun intended. It's a weirdo. Nigga, it's my homie blood. No, blood. It's my homie blood. You know what it is? Fruitown Bompton. No, nigga, Fruitown Bompton, PIRU. It's the homie Baby Duck from the set blood. Like that's a I know the Pirus, bro. I know them. I know the Pirus well, nigga. Like I said, from Pomona, nigga, the Bompton, nigga, the Southeast Sandy motherfucking ankle. I know the Pirus, bro. I know them. Straight up, strip talk. Straight the fuck up, bro. This, I'm like, bro, this is, bro, I know the Pirus, bro. This is crazy. Let's go.
Big homie, Fruitown PIRU. Real Bompton members, you feel me?
He just called this man his big homie. You're gonna come to find out if I hope I'm wrong, but I believe I'm not wrong. I believe this man is younger than him, and he's calling him his big homie. That's a fucking joke. I'm sorry, it's a joke. Let's go.
That way.
Inside.
Man, we've been talking for a few months now. We've been trying to get this done. We finally tapped in. So I'm excited to finally see what the chemistry's like, see what we got to talk about.
Facts. I'll put you blood. Shit,
You hear that blood, bro? Again, I'm not a blood. I fuck with you, blood. Nah, I'm gonna fuck with you, blood, for sure, blood. Bompton. You see, I'm like, that's when that PIRU shit is in you. That's how you talk. This nigga's weird, man. This is the weird shit. You got grown ass, bro. Joining a gang is such a horrible decision that no grown man has a true excuse at making it. It's horrible. You got to be a fucking kid to sign up for this bullshit. And this is coming from me, that nigga, from a child, nigga. I'm like, sign me the fuck up. I can't wait to be from this shit. Yeah. And you look back at all the bullshit it caused you and go, man, why the fuck would I have signed up for this shit? But as a grown, cognitive motherfucking man, you do not have an excuse to be in your mid-fucking 20s and signing up for this bullshit, bro. You ain't got no excuse. That's why I sound so fucking with this. You're a weirdo, bro. That's weird, bro. It's weird. Right? Now, if a nigga like 18, 19, and again, there's always going to be outliers. So there might be exceptions, niggas who are late bloomers. The true exceptions, though, I'm going to be real with you. The niggas who I look at as true exceptions if niggas moved from other places and they got fully just pulled into the shit and they a little older, okay, I mean, I remember, I don't know what a nigga was gonna get put on. They was gonna put on something. I'm in these apartments. It used to be these apartments on Nevada Street, Oceanside, by the beach on Nevada Street. It used to have all the Crips up there, all the Oceanside Crips, but especially at that time, especially the Insanes was up there, the Oceanside Insanes. And my girl lived in the apartments. I got a million stories about the apartments I could tell, but I'm just gonna give you this one. So I'm out there late, and this is when, this is I'm in high school. I'm probably like a sophomore. So my girl, she hadn't spilled the beans to her parents like she got a boyfriend yet. So at that time, I wasn't allowed to come in the house, or, you know, she wouldn't even try to get me in the house. She just would act like I'm just a nigga that be one of the, because there's so many niggas used to be kicking it at them apartments. Like, you know, I'm just a nigga that's kicking it, and she'll be out there kicking it with me, or her cousin, her sister, they be out there kicking it with me on the steps, whatever. So she had to go in the house. So I'm just like sitting on the steps for a minute by myself. And I'm hearing Boomer used to be a Mexican nigga. His mom was like the manager, but you know, he ran with the Crips. So it was one nigga, and he like, I think he was in his early 20s, and he was hype. He like, yeah, I'm finna go get put on something. I forget what he said he was finna go get put on. And I remember the Mexican nigga looking at him like, but bro, like, you really supposed to be already get put on like 16, 17 when you coming up. Like, you a little too old to be getting put on. I remember him saying that. But the nigga was so hyped, like, I'm finna go get put on. And I don't remember set click. I don't remember what he was finna go get put on. But he was finna go get put on something, right? You know? And so, but you know, that's grown men shouldn't make the mistake of joining fucking street gangs, bro. You have far too much data and information to understand how detrimental of a situation that is, how horrible of a situation and decision it is for you to have any excuse to fucking make it, bro. Straight up and down. Straight up and down, bro. It's just crazy. Let's go, though.
I got some shit right now going on. You know, playing with a name.
Oh, shit. Get right into it. Okay.
On some kid shit. You feel me? I'm gonna get straight into it.
Okay,
I'm a real gang member of Fruitown PIRU. Like,
He's a real gang member, bro. And listen, I'm not saying you're a member of the gang. I can't. It's good. I can't take away from the fact that you are a member of this gang. I can't. You're a member. Real gang member. Okay. All right. Okay. He is, y'all. He's a member.
do for clout. My whole thing be, don't make a peace treaty, blood. Get on the phone, have my big homie get on the phone, and then squash some blood, act like it's bull, you know, it's kids involved. I respect that because I'm a real member. I'm not gonna ever put in harm's way somebody's family, blood. Don't.
But you did, though. You said you're not gonna ever put in harm's way somebody's family, but you showed up to a house that somebody's family was at and posted it and put it on the internet. I thought you're not gonna ever do it. You already did it, nigga. What are you talking about? Do the drugs make you forget that you actually did that? That's crazy. Let's go.
Don't do that, blood. And then now you get on the podcast, you ain't getting no views, blood. Your dry, blood. You trying to bring our name back up, blood. This I know.
Those bloods, man, they just inauthentic.
Internet. This Burious, blood.
This shit Burious, blood. That was a cool Burious, though. That Burious was cool. I'll accept that Burious.
Let's tell the whole story. So you did No Jumper with Stunna Girl a couple months ago. It went good, but obviously our shit doesn't come out immediately. It comes out after the fact. We pre-record, they do it live. Then you go on back on FIGG afterwards. Everything seemed fine during the interview. You fell asleep, I believe, at one point. You were a little loaded.
I'm gonna keep it all the way F's, blood. We didn't even want to go to that shit.
Okay.
I had a publicist, blood. She booked us for that shit. We didn't even know what type of setting it is. None of that. I ain't never heard of that shit in my life. On East Side, on my brother, never. So nigga pulling up like just showing some love. Like I'm just looking at it like we showing some love. We lit, blood. Our platform big. Our fans engaged. I'm gonna show some love, blood. We gonna pull up, you know, let my wife do her thing. You know what I'm saying? It's the label. You know what I'm saying? We both run it independently. We gonna pull up, show some love. West Coast get there, you know, get there, blood, walk in there. It ain't what we thought it was. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
So on some real shit, bro, like back on Fig, when we hear that, we thinking it's like maybe like some pimping hoe shit. Like, you know, we get in there, I'm a PIRU, blood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing against niggas. We ain't beefing with them, but I'm a PIRU, blood. I ain't stepping in them type of gang settings if it ain't my homie. So
See, and this just lets me know how new you are to being a PIRU. And I heard niggas start pushing damn near 20 years ago, whooping and grooving. And I remember fucking with a lot of PIRUs on that type time, whooping and grooving. Whooping, moving and grooving. But it was, you had moving and grooving and you had whooping and grooving. And then it was a SMG swoop and moving and grooving thing. Niggas was fucking with PIRUs. My homies from the land, locking in. I didn't understand it because where I'm from, we grew up, PIRUs the number one enemy. But, you know, on land time, which is, you know, what we all gotta you know, fall up under, homies was fucking with a lot of roosters. So to say, oh, we ain't going to nothing if it ain't my homies, like, nigga, PIRUs and Hoovers got real deep ties. Real deep ties. Y'all know Blockstar, he went viral, you know, one of the accused killers of Pie Smoke, you know, free Lil Bro. You know, when he did his interview, what he talking about? How his family, his whole family from where? Most of PIRU from APB, shit like that. So, you know, APB, you know, real close with a lot of PIRUs, things of that nature. So for him to even say that is like, yeah, you're new to this ruin, bro, because if you was a PIRU 15 years ago, you would know how locked in, you know, Hoovers and Rules really was. If you would have came up for real, yeah, you would know that.
when shit like this happen, you feel me? We could instantly talk about it. Other get escalated.
See, that's interesting because
Further.
I wonder when
You know
they
what
have
I'm
the
saying?
orange couches and the back on Fig name, like for a lot of people, they don't really take it as a gang reference, but for people who are like really from LA, they look at it a different way.
Yeah.
I sometimes wonder, but that's interesting to see that you had like a little bit of a reaction to it.
Yeah,
you
my
didn't
whole-
like the vibe?
Nah, my whole shit just be like, blood, I don't put myself in the situations to where I'm gonna have to do something to. So I'm not finna go be around on other homies, blood. It's not finna, like how what happened. Let's get into detail. Let's get in the story, blood. Like what happened. It's my wife interview.
Right.
I'm not here to be interviewed. I'll fall asleep, blood. That's what it is.
That's not what it is. You falling asleep in front of thousands of people, bro, live. That's crazy as fuck. Bro, you could have had sense to go, okay, this is my wife's interview. Let me get the fuck out the way. I'm sleepy, nigga. And go to bleep, blood. On Bonton. Real Bonton niggas go to bleep, blood. Nigga, not on Bammer, blood. Come on, bro. That's crazy as hell.
Side. Yeah, I'm not here to get interviewed. I'm not no rapper. I'm a street blood. I got a label. I'm a label owner and a network owner as of now. Me and the homie Ray J just partnered up, Red Rum TV.
And you were doing interviews all day. So by the time you were falling asleep on that, it was probably like 6, 7 p.m., right?
Yeah.
Adam shooting plenty of bill. The nigga was high, Adam. We know what was going on. It was the drugs.
It's like 6, 7, blood. We didn't drove from Vegas. Come show some love. We did interviews all day. Get there. You know, it was cool though. Like everything was cool. This when it became a problem, bro. After we left. That speaks volumes, blood.
They started talking shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, it's not even a, not to get too much into that because I didn't like deep dive. It's not a, it was a problem. It wasn't a, from what I saw, nigga, fuck that nigga. it was like, bro, y'all saying that shit? Like, come on. Like, it was a topic. Like, you were the elephant in the room. You were a topic of conversation. I think people get this content shit confused sometimes. Some shit is disrespectful and needs to be handled and escalated. But some shit is like, bro, you need to recognize that you showed up and you passed out. And you really, if you're a label owner and you're talking this goddamn executive shit, you really should have issued a statement about how negatively that could have possibly affected your brand and your wife's brand. And just say, you know what, hey, for future reference, I'm just going to stay off camera. I'm going to stay in the cut. Apologize for falling asleep on a platform live, etc. If you were a real responsible entrepreneur, that's how you would have handled that situation as a grown man. But I understand that you don't make true romantic decisions because in your mid-20s, you chose to join a gang. And that just speaks a lot about you. Let's keep going.
Went on another podcast, motherfucker start bringing up, you know, my name.
Lady AD, you got to see sleep. Nigga, I'm finna see sleep. I'm finna see sleep, cuz. You see what I'm saying? But if you blood, nigga, I'm gonna bleep blood. I gotta bleep blood. I'm telling you. Nigga think I'm playing how niggas talk. But like Dre said, content is content. Everything is not smoke. We're in the content field. We're making content. It's what we're doing. It's what everybody's doing. Why are we getting confused about the name of the game? It's content.
Initially, the first situation, blood, I went on the podcast talking about I was asleep, act like he came in the room, checked me. Ain't said nothing to me, blood. Not near one of them. Told me I'm gonna have to check in for falling to bleep. All type of shit.
Yeah, there you go, falling to bleep.
Blood, I'm like, what? Yeah, I gotta check. Who? Blood? What? So I'm like, blood and them can't know I'm from out here, blood. Like,
no, but you're not from out here though. You're from Oakland, and it's okay. Oakland is a hell of a city. Oakland is a place to be proud to be from for its rich Black history. Even though, yes, you from Fruittown, Compton. Okay, you was a member of that, right? You was a member of that. Okay, I'm not taking away from that. You is, but you didn't grow there. That's all I'm gonna keep saying. You didn't grow there, and it shows, and it's okay. But it's that whole, you know, I'm not. I'm from out here. No. You're not. You okay? So you went to Centennial. You went to Dominguez. Inquiring minds want to know. Did you? No, you didn't. So let's be real. You're not from out here. Okay? Let's not do that. Well, sis say that nigga ain't from Fruits. My people don't know blood. Paul. Lady AD said it. You feel me? Now, she went to Dominguez. You know what that means? She's from Compton or BOMPTON, you know, whichever you prefer. Right? Shout out to my nigga for Fruits too. There's a particular nigga for Fruits in my mind, man. Real nigga. We ain't gonna put him out there though. We ain't gonna put him out there. Because I just got reminded of a whole situation, a story I'm not gonna tell. But yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to real content members, BOMPTON members, whatever. But like Yasha said, I would never be ashamed to rep in the Bay. There's plenty of good to rep in the Bay. Even if, hey, you got down the, it's just like Seti Nash. He from SAC. He was a Crip in the Manners. But you know, he moved to LA and he ended up becoming a 60. He doesn't try to shy away from the fact that he's from Sacramento, but he also is open with the fact that, hey, when I got here down here to LA, my people from 6-0, I turned 6-0, did what it did. Niggas turn sets every day. It's the truth. Right before I got shot, I had pressure on me to turn to an enemy set. You know, I was rocking with a particular nigga. That's a nigga I ended up getting shot with. Nigga from East Coast. Nigga wanted me. Nigga see how active I was, just with no homies. Nigga by myself. We both was out the way outside California, and nigga wanted me to turn, nigga. And I wasn't doing no motherfucking turning. Marcus, I said Bishop shows says I am a GD. I'm not from. It's because GD's not a set. It's growth and development. You see what I'm saying? So we're gonna talk about Bishop Snow in a second too, for sure. Right? But I lived off 120 in Compton in Antwerp. Niggas were really from over there. You're not from over there, for real. You're not from out here, quote unquote. Again, that's okay. You don't have to be. You can still be, from one way or another, found your way to become a member of Fruittown Bonton. That's cool, but you're not. I'm really from out here. Like, no. You can't do that, bro. You ain't go to Dominguez, bro. You didn't go to the 10, bro. You didn't go to Compton High, bro. No, a real fruiter. My nigga Bonton Menace. Bonton Menace, PIRU at Compton. I heard shout out my nigga Lil BG from Park Village, Compton, Crippy. Like, bro, I'm always respect Menace. You know why? Because he was a PIRU that went to Compton High. Real fruiter. You see what I'm saying? Shout out, what's bro name who do the content for Fruits? How am I forgetting bro name right now? He got a hard ass song I got on my playlist. What's bro name? He was, hold on. Right here. Stoner. Yeah. Jay Stone. Stoner from the town. Jay Stone Rule. Bro, right there. Why was I bringing him up? I forget, but real fruiter. You see what I'm saying? Real fruiter. Make good content too.
Y'all just had to just thought y'all heard the up north part about me. Like, oh, blood just grew up north. Y'all can't know I'm from out here. Like,
nah, you're not from out here though. If you grew up north, you from up north. That's where you're from, bro. Right? Yeah, that's a real fruit. Baby duck, for sure. But him, nah. I mean, you didn't grow up there. I can't invalidate you before. I'm not PIRU. I can't invalidate nobody's wrong. But I can just tell you're not from Compton, right? Not in a literal sense.
Like my whole family, my blood brother right here. Look at blood face. We got matching tattoos. Like, they thought I was an out of towner. That's all it was, and pulled up to their crib on extras.
Right. So then, after you heard them talk some shit, you decided to just take it to a whole nother level. My phone starts blowing up. It was like the middle of the day on a Sunday. Somebody goes, look at young Rich Mula's Instagram. He posted a flick pulling up to TRL's crib. I was like, oh my God, this podcasting has officially been taken to another level.
Yeah, because once I start, it wasn't, I'm gonna keep it real, blood. I'm not no boy ass. It wasn't really the T-real. It was more the big deal.
Right.
But that's your people.
That's
if you a leader, blood, you're not gonna let your, just like my homies right now, they're not gonna talk all the time. Especially when we know we dealing with other gang members. At my house, I'm not even gonna put my kids, my wife, nobody in risk.
Now that's a fair point. I gotta give it to him. That's a very fair point.
If you a part of my team and you do that, blood, you don't love me. How the fuck you love me, blood? You got two that both got convicted here for murder. You on this shit talking about y'all gonna do something to us. Like, what? Where they do that at? Like, not over here.
Right.
Not where I'm from. We squashed it. Blood called my big homie. Blood got somebody on the phone. What they was talking about?
So Big Deal called your big homie
that is it.
And had a conversation about it?
T-Real, me and T-Real spoke on the phone, blood. I told Blood, like, he wanted to squash the shit. Blood wanted to squash the shit. Like, he hollering on some grown men, like, back and forth. I'm not no pump faking ass. I'm like, we could chop it up initially. I guess you know how he is. Just want to make shit more locked in and solidified. He called me back with one of my homies from the hood on the phone. You know what I'm saying? My big homie happened to be right there.
Now, he said he called me back with one of my homies from the hood on the phone. Okay, so let me explain something to y'all, right? Now, anybody who know anything know what? Chris Brown, Fruittown Bonton, solidified again. I know reputables from my section that done really testified that they done seen Cub really squabble up, and on top of that, the homie with Chris Brown right now through the whole tour. Again, shout out Young Black. So niggas in the streets vouching for Breezy, period, for CB, period. Whether people like it or not, he's an R&B singer, he's a dancer, and he's using his hands. It is what it is. Now, I just want to show y'all something, right? Just to show you. Now, Chris Brown been affiliated with Fruitown Bonding, right? Okay, cool. Now let's just go back a trip. This is long before Young Rich Mula was banging PIRU at all. I'm gonna take y'all a trip down memory lane. Here we go.
Take the fade, though. Nigga, I don't know you either, nigga. Just take the fade, bro. Frank Ocean running. That's all you gotta do. Yo, Frank Ocean, what it do? Take the fade, nigga. Take the fade. What it do? For real, nigga, you a mark, bro. If you don't take the fade, you say something else, you a mark on West over, nigga, you a mark. Nigga. We gonna see you, though. Look.
So that's T-Real stepping for Chris Brown in this situation, right? Stepping for Breezy. Breezy had a lot of homies around him, Tiger, a lot of homies, bodyguards for him, things of that nature. But also, of course, he was affiliating with Fruitown and with different PIRUs as well. So niggas been around each other, and this ain't been no secret. This is an old-ass video. This video was 13 years old, right? 13 years old. So, of course, he calls you on the phone. You from Fruit, so of course, he's going to call you on the phone with a reputable fruit that he knows. That's just, you know, hey, look, boom, it's cool. I got one of your homeboys. You know what I'm saying? He can vouch for me as far as y'all go, right? Okay, cool. So, but again, this nigga wasn't from Fruitown in 2011. He wasn't, right? So he wouldn't even know this, even though this was viral on World Star. This got almost 1 million views, and this is a YouTube re-upload. This has got millions on World Star. Everybody remember, maybe not everybody remembers this, but at this time, this was a big deal, right? So niggas been new and fucking with Fruitown.
I'm not no pump faking ass nigga. I'm like, we could chop it up initially. I guess you know how niggas is. Just want to make shit more locked in and solidified. He called me back with one of my homies from the hood on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? My big homie happened to be right there. They know each other, you know, they holla, get de-escalated. Boom, I'll leave it alone. It's under the P. Once I put it under the P and the P make me leave it alone, I'm leaving it alone. Ain't nobody bigger than the program, blood.
And the P is just like a metaphorical thing that you can put things under?
Yeah, for the PIRU part.
Okay, cool.
On the dead homies, like that shit real serious.
He's trying to tell Adam how big. Adam laughs at it. He goes, man, that shit serious.
Like it ain't no playing with this shit. So once my homies told me to leave this shit alone, I left this shit alone. You got kids, a podcaster. I'm not even taking blood serious. Like not on some real shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all ain't did y'all background check. I'm not taking blood serious. I know what we do to.
But
okay, but y'all do. I mean, every gang kills people, bro. Just like Fruit Towns, like you said, niggas got murders. That nigga's 52nd Street over. What are we talking about here? Everybody got niggas doing life for killing other niggas. What are we talking about? Come on. Shit's real serious for sure.
Were you thinking that? Were you surprised that he was down to squash it so quickly when you did pull up to his crib, which to a lot of people would be kind of like unforgivable?
Pull up to my shit. I ain't calling nobody. But that's why I said I couldn't even take it serious. That's why I never tripped. I never tripped.
Okay, we're not calling you, but see, but you're supposed to be a label owner and a network owner, right? So a nigga pull up to my house, nigga, I'm not even taking blood serious. Okay, so what is he supposed to do? Murder you? That's what he's supposed to do right there. Murder you, throw his businesses away, throw being a father and a husband and things like that away. You know, that's the right decision to make. But who are we talking about decision making here? A nigga who chose to, in his mid-20s, join a fucking street gang. We're not talking about a good decision maker, a nigga that got so loaded and sat his ass on camera live looking a fucking fool passed out in front of everybody. We're not talking about an effective, sensible, cognitive decision maker here. What am I thinking? Shit crazy, shit serious, blood, apparently. Paul Rowe.
Trip, because that just let me know what type of nigga is. Just from that, right there. You ain't never know what. I ain't fake.
And being from Oakland, getting put on a Compton gang in prison in your mid-20s, and then telling people that you're from Compton now, that tell me what type of nigga you is.
Making nothing. We ain't doing no.
Because nigga, I've been from a motherfucking LA gang, nigga, for a quarter century. And I ain't never just, nigga, yeah, nigga, I'm the motherfucking LA's finest. What? I'm not from there. The fuck?
Snake, no back door. That's that scary. I'm gonna let you know what it is off the dribble. We ain't gonna fake squash it. Then y'all go on podcast and you and this fat ass in an argument. Now talking about some Stunna Girl husband had you spooked. Oh no, we still was gonna get up on. I went to the spots. Y'all went to the spots.
He said I had my burner on me.
Y'all went to what spots? But it let me know y'all looking for me though. I like to hear that type of shit. You feel me? So now it's not no. I don't want to get no more phone calls. I don't want to hear. I don't give what Nair talking about.
For sure, but according to Stunna Girl, you ran when she got shot, so I don't think you know as much to worry about. It seems.
Whoever, boy, you feel me? This beer is blood, but gonna find out though.
That's crazy because you got to see two brothers having an argument that clearly should not be taking place on a stream and saying mad shit that we didn't know. Because when I started talking to him, okay, but so I didn't know anything about a couple of weeks ago. I said, yo, so did you and T-Rail like officially squat in conversation? Social media.
I'm rich. I ain't even dealing with these type of blood. Like you see what I pulled up in blood in front, Maybach truck. I ain't the car wash. I ain't the to argue with.
Maybach truck. Let me see something real quick. Let me just show y'all something. Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all a big secret. Y'all see this? Statewide Auto, Sun Valley, California. Not too far from where he's doing this interview. Where he used to go to get the cars. Used to go in there. I remember we used to go in there and get cars. YG poster was signed on the wall. Mozzie poster signed on the wall. CML told Mozzie that his whole seen him in Statewide. You lucky she ain't let the cannon off. Niggas who been in the LA streets know about a place called Statewide. Right? Get what you want in there. You can get whatever you want. No job or credit needed. You see that? No job or credit needed. No docs. No credit. No cosigner. 100% approval. Nigga, we used to pull shit up off the lot in here. What is niggas talking about?
Bros, Cheeks, his big.
Definitely. How long have you guys known each other? What's the relationship
My
like?
blood brother. It's my brother.
My little brother.
For sure.
So you're originally from LA?
Me, blood.
I want to know both of your stories, but
Originally blood, me blood, like
You hear that breaking down? Now hold on. Where I'm at. Now watch. Let's do it.
No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. And we're back with, first off, what's your title? So it's GRLA Hebrew?
Guerrilla Hebrew.
Guerrilla Hebrew.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Explain that.
Right. So Sonetta, you asked me about Sonetta,
Yes.
right? So you know, everybody know New York for the consciousness, not really the West Coast.
Forward, my bad. Because you went into like
we gonna run into it. I'm taking this there. I'm taking this there.
Okay.
All right. So what is your original charge, if you don't mind me asking?
My original charge is
Go ahead.
I'm on the 5 freeway. So
Okay, so what I was saying, were you involved with a gang first?
Yeah, so boom, I'm gonna run this.
Oh, go ahead. All right. Yeah, let's go ahead.
I'm gonna run this into it, right? Boom.
Yeah, say less.
So let's go even back further, right?
Yeah.
Boom, mid-'80s, right? Mid-'80s, we know what's popping. Crack cocaine, right?
Yeah.
Boom. Crack started coming up the 5 freeway. So Portland, Tacoma, my hometown, Seattle, all the LA niggas is coming. South Central.
I done been up there.
Watch. You know what I'm saying?
My time
You know,
up there.
you already know, you know what I'm saying?
So this is just a contrast here. I'm just showing y'all the contrast. So here we are having a conversation, a nice flow. Me, my brother Flocko, my brother Brick. Boom. I know what I came up banging, and I know where I'm from, and I'm very proud of both things as far as it shaping and molding me into who I am. There ain't no breakdown. I'm gonna tell you, boom, the LA niggas came up, boom, turned niggas into all kind of gangs, niggas. So by the time I'm coming up, nigga, that's what it is. But I'm from over here though. I'm from this city. I'm not finna come and play like I'm from Compton. If I'm not, just to show you guys the contrast versus him, he's trying to pawn it off. And then now he's being asked about it. Now blood see me blood, see me blood. Nah. That's what we call an inauthentic answer, right?
Everybody coming up that 5 with that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm born in 1990. So by the time I'm born, 5, I'm from the Hilltop, right? So the Hilltop is like your first historically Black community in the Pacific Northwest, period.
Breaking it down, breaking the history of my community down, of my city down, of the movement, the authentic movement of Los Angeles gangs up the freeway through the crack cocaine trade. I'm giving all the history. See that? That's what we call authentic answer.
The Hilltop, it's come watch, Southside, it's come watch it. Boom.
Yeah.
So up there, it's going down. You know what I'm saying? Mid-'80s, everybody from California is up there. Boom, everybody. So what happens is, you know, it's some younger brothers in the community, you know, they get introduced to this cripping. And they decide, look, we're going to resist this California shit. We're going to be Crips, though, but we not being from none of y'all shit, though. You see what I'm saying? We finna
That's dangerous, right?
It is if you ain't got niggas that's riding.
Yeah, that's all you. That's not what you can stand for.
Straight up.
That's all about your militia.
And the truth of it is, that's like, that's how you really substantiate yourself at that point. Because, you know, a lot of people with the California stuff, like, they don't even understand. When you stand like that, the Cali niggas ain't gonna do nothing but respect that. Hey, these niggas stood tall on they crippin', man. What can we do? What can we do? So
anyway, just to show y'all an authentic answer versus a weirdo answer. Let's get back to the weirdo.
Like, I've been coming back and forth my whole life. Oakland, LA, badass kid. You feel me? So, you know, it's like I fell in love more with my down south family. You feel me? Like my PIRU court, I love my, like, you know, I love my up north too, but this piece shit, this shit embodied, like, and they embraced it all. You feel me? So I don't give a fuck, like, how much really feel about this shit. Like, you know, this what it is. You know what I'm
And you shouldn't care how nobody feel about it, though. Straight up. That's you. It's the decision you made, bro.
saying? Like, hey, it chose that line long time ago, years ago. And it's been that for a minute.
So who do you tap in with when you're up north?
Me?
Yeah.
Me?
Oh, okay.
But I like that answer, because that answer tells you what you need to know, right? Proven, what's the deal? Who do you tap in with when you're up north? Me. You know why? That's where you're from, right? So that's where the comfort is. You tapping in with niggas when you get to LA, because that's not where you're actually from. In Oakland, you're not tapping in with nobody, because them is your streets, bro. You see what I'm saying? He's telling on himself right there.
But where did the Stunna Girl connection come from? How'd you guys actually meet?
I know her because back in the day, I used to be out there with the Mozzie and shit. Like, a couple of them niggas, Mozzie, I fuck with blood. Like, a few of them niggas, my niggas, you know what I'm saying? And we met along the line, like, thugging, just outside, thugging and shit. Like, you know how that shit be, blood. Getting money, young. She the hottest in her city. I'm the hottest in my bitty. You just like,
she the hottest in her city. You see how he forgot to put the B on it? Hold on. Watch how he forgot to put the B on it.
Just outside thugging and shit. Like, you know how that shit be, blood. Getting money, young. She the hottest in her city. I'm the hottest in my bitty.
She's the hottest in her city, but he's the hottest in his bitty. But here's the difference. Her city really got bloods, yours don't, which is Oakland. And she's really a blood since she was a kid, Oak Park, since a child. So it actually would be more fitting for you to call she was the hottest in her bitty and you were the hottest in your city. That shit's crazy.
You just lock in, blood. You know how that should be. I go to prison, get out, boom, it's already set up. I ain't gonna lie, my wife put me in a position like she made me step my shit up. Like it's CEO shit.
Shout out to her. That's a good type of woman to have. Other than she cheated on you 2 years ago, but hey.
No, we ain't doing no more street shit. So now I be trying to be bull blood like with a lot of shit. Like I really be trying to like just be like on some positive now, like 2024, trying to get rich. You know what I'm saying? But it seemed like the devil knock at a door every time a nigga get on that. You feel me? Like goddamn, like
for sure. So have you had to get? How long have you been with her?
Me and Stunna been together 3 years.
That's like some Romeo and Juliet shit that like a LA dude could link up with a up north girl, come together.
They're both from up north.
That ain't nothing like brazy though. Like niggas do that shit all the time. For sure. Niggas do that shit all the time.
But that could bring Northern California and LA together. Because they're kind of in their own worlds where we don't really know about the popping rappers out there as much as we should. And vice versa, I'm sure.
I love my homies up there, but oh God, you know, like nigga, I was born, nigga, North Oakland. You know what I'm saying? 53rd Street.
He was born in North Oakland, 53rd Street. That's why it's 50s on his name. You see how that work? Do you see how that work? Okay, I just want to make sure my point is hidden. Remember what I said at the beginning? Young Mula 50s. I don't know about FTP pushing 50s. Okay, boom. Oh, 53rd. You're Oakland. Cool. Okay, cool. You ain't back. You ain't pressing nothing for Compton. All right, cool.
Nigga, I got a lot of homies up there. I love them niggas. I love them niggas to death. My brother passed away. One of my closest homies, nigga. Shit, 7 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's who name tatted on my face. You feel me? Like he was from up there. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got this tatted. It's Project Trapper World, you know what I'm saying? Feel me? So I got some niggas up there. I ain't gonna really say no names. I got two homies I speak on. You know, my nigga Uki and my nigga Free Mac Boy, you know, my Trapper World niggas. They're my brothers for real. You know what I'm saying? I love them niggas. You know what I'm saying? They know what the fuck it is. They know I love them niggas. Ain't nothing less. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. What's the biggest like cultural difference between Oakland and LA?
Gangbanging.
The gangbanging shit.
Organized gangbanging.
I mean, they do it. They just do it different, right?
Organized. That's all. Like, you know, niggas don't get called to the hood for DPs and niggas don't get politicked on when niggas do bullshit. That's why so much bullshit go on. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not no niggas that you gotta listen to. You feel me? Like, not up there. You know what I'm saying? They could do whatever. I could go rob the big homie and then go bang it out with him. I don't give a fuck how long you just did in jail, nigga. Nigga, that shit don't mean nothing. 50s.
So you think
you see that? Hold on. Y'all see that? I want just watch this.
And then go bang it out with him. I don't give a fuck how long you just did in jail, nigga. Nigga, that shit don't mean nothing. 50s.
Nigga, 50s. He said that more natural than any blood, PIRU, bond, to any of that. Cause that's where the nigga really from, y'all. And it's okay. It's okay. But I'm just saying, going back to it, all this goofy stuff that sis is saying about him, I saw it all from this interview.
So you think that the gang shit in LA helps to keep a lot of circumstances?
Been active. You know what I'm saying? I got popped and bumped. Me, blood, the gang shit, I done did shit in both zones. Keeping it active. You know what I'm saying? I got popped and bumped. You know what I'm saying? What, two years ago? Right here with this nigga.
What happened? What were you doing?
In the hood at the stove. You know what I'm saying? Went to go pick this nigga up. You know what I'm saying? Regular shit in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I posted a little picture of me and a homie in the set. Yeah, shit. Motherfuckers must have seen it. And came, I don't know, shit.
Man, posted a picture of you and a homie in the set while you in the set. And then somebody must have seen it, so they came and slid. Come on, man. A rookie mistake. That's a mistake a rookie would make.
Niggas followed us one way. I just know me and my big bro walked out the stove, nigga getting dropped at. I get popped up, you know what I'm saying? 3 times and shit.
And this is apparently what he got the colostomy bag over.
My brothers, you know, put me in a car and shit. I stayed conscious. I wasn't crying, none of that. Nigga was bull.
Y'all, the nigga just said he wasn't crying. The nigga just said he wasn't crying. Cause you're grown, bro. Why are you clarifying whether or not you cried when you got shot? You're a grown man. See, when I got shot at 14, I was hurry up telling people I didn't cry. Because people were wondering, because I'm a fucking 14-year-old. Nigga, you grown. Nigga, ain't nobody wondering if you cried or not. But this just goes back, and I want the moral of all this, because at the end of the day, no matter what bullshit I'm talking about, I'm going to insert a positive message into it. Be your own man, stand on your own too. That don't mean not be a part of any larger organization, but don't seek for outside validation. It's overwhelmingly apparent this man has insecurities and he's seeking that validation. I stayed conscious, I didn't cry. Niggas pass out getting shot. Niggas who been shot know how serious that is. And guess what? If you did pass out or you did cry, it don't make you not a gangster. I don't really know too many niggas that cried getting shot, but I do know pass out shit like that, bro. Come on, bro. I didn't cry. Like bro said, I didn't cry. It just felt nigga hot. It didn't even really hurt. Like you said, it just felt hot. But nigga just going, man, bro, I didn't cry. Who even asked you that, bro? Let's go back.
You know what I'm saying? 3 times and shit. You know what I'm saying? My brothers, you know, put me in a car and shit. I stayed conscious. I wasn't crying, none of that. Nigga was bullying. You know what I'm saying? These niggas got me to the hospital. Shit, I fell out once we got there, passed out. You know what I'm saying? Woke up.
Okay, so you passed out when you got there. Now, Baby Duck here is nodding his head affirmatively. So he's co-signing that. I don't disbelieve any of that, but I just don't understand why you have to emphasize the fact that you weren't crying or nothing. Come on, bro. Crazy.
Out of surgery and shit.
Where'd you get hit?
Oh, the ass, the back, and the lower stomach.
Oh, fuck.
And she's saying that's why he got a shit bag, that lower stomach shot, I would presume.
Hell yeah. It was, you know what I'm saying?
How long did it take before you got back to normal?
Still going through shit with that shit.
Really?
Right?
Meaning he got a shit bag.
Yeah. Keep it all the way else. Yeah. Right
Damn.
now. Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, at least you're feeling a little better, but damn, that's
Yeah,
wow.
nigga never know. Nigga a strong individual. You feel me?
How long were you in the hospital?
Like 2 months.
2 months, Jesus Christ.
2 months. Hell yeah, I woke up, you know what I'm saying? My wife was right there. You know what I'm saying? She went home. My brother was right there.
Now, here's what's crazy. He said this happened 2 years ago. They've been together 3 years, and she said she'd been cheated on him 2 years ago, and he was in the hospital 2 months. He woke up, she was right there. That's scandalous. Because that seems like around the time he went down, she might have did that. Stunna, that's scandalous. That's scandalous as hell.
You know what I'm saying? This dumb crazy ass nigga. She tell me this nigga done snuck him in the hospital. They faked the car crash to get upstairs. She talking about this nigga tomorrow. Sis, blood, PIRU, blood, we gotta fake the car crash, blood. Just listen to me. That's why I love my nigga. Like, that's the only way we gonna get up there, blood. PIRU. You know what I'm saying? My niggas got up there.
That's crazy.
Yes.
So, okay, what is you guys' relationship like these days?
Here we go. Let's see what this is, because I could be wrong.
Like in terms of just moving around and how close you are.
I feel like blood, I feel like niggas be like trying to put shit in my big bro head. Like I feel like niggas be trying to put shit in his head, blood. Like I don't love him, I love him and shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like certain niggas that's mad that I am who I am and how I became who I am. Like, you know, niggas be kind of jealous of me, so.
All this is telling me is, nigga, the Frutas ain't really fucking with him like that. That's all that means.
You know, they try to fuck up our relationship, but blood knows what's up with me. You know what I'm saying? It's bulletproof. I get a nigga everything off my back, nigga, just like he did with me when I ain't have shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you feel me? Nigga, me and my brother did a bid together on some shit, coincidental shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, blood took care of me. You know what I'm saying? Bitches left me, all this shit. I ain't had nobody. Blood took care of me. That motherfucker told, but when we come home, we gonna be home. Chapter just now starting.
So how much time you actually end up doing in total?
I did 4 years straight.
And how long were you guys in there together?
Like 3 of the years.
3 of the years. That's like crazy.
Blood was
timing.
coming to jail to come see me. Like, this nigga crazy. This nigga violate.
You were getting in trouble so that you could go see him?
Like, blood
niggas is, you feel me, like on some weird shit, like trying to, you know, like think they could bully blood whooping niggas ass, and they don't, like, you know, I come in there like, fuck it, like, what's up?
So what's the easiest way to get back into the jail though?
Shit, like,
you just fuck up a piss test, or, like, if I wanted to get arrested right now, I don't know what I would do.
I just tell that bitch I ain't coming in. I said, catch me when you can. Shit. And when I'm out thugging or whatever, police pull a nigga over.
That was stupid.
Right.
Oh, okay. So you're already on like probation or whatever. Yeah. So you could just fucking do some drugs and snort some coke. Boom, piss test me. Gone. I'm going back in.
This nigga said snort some coke. Out of his nut.
Yeah. This nigga done did shit like that. So, you know, that shit, like, it wasn't never major. Like, niggas ain't never play with me like that. But niggas would try to, like, I'm a type of nigga that I don't go, like, if I'm in the bounty, I'm not gonna go to it doing with all my homies. I'll stay wherever I land. If I land with all Crips, I'm gonna get plenty. I fuck with niggas from neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with a lot of niggas.
You wouldn't have a fave with a neighborhood, though. You're from Compton. What would be the problem with running into the neighborhoods in the county jail or in the bounty in 2023, 24? Nigga, come on.
You know what I'm saying? They fuck with my brother. It's mutual love. We don't beef with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll fall in the East Coast dorm or a neighborhood dorm because they got the majority of the jails. You know what I'm saying? They go fall in there. Most niggas that get pulled over, send a kite down the hall, get pulled to the dorm with all the homies, being there 20, 30 deep. I don't give a fuck where I land. I'm staying. So sometime that'll bite me in the ass.
My question is, are you going to go to the hub and dub dorm? That's my question.
You know, like, niggas stayed now. Niggas lining niggas up and niggas got to get involved.
So that's just a matter of pride that you refuse to go like to a different dorm where you have friends. You just rather be posted up wherever they put you.
It's just like, nigga, my big bro told me, wherever you land, that's where you land, nigga.
Ain't nobody else. You go in there by yourself.
Pyru alone. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's real.
Pyru. Like, sad. These niggas are vouch for me. My nigga Chili from East Coast, nigga. They'll tell you, nigga, I stayed in the dorm with them niggas. My nigga Bam from Neighborhood Hundreds. I stayed in the dorm with them niggas. It's probably me and 2 other Damus. Me and my other homie Takeoff from the set, from Fruitown. Just me and Blood. Nigga, 20 of them niggas. And 80 Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? Just us. Nigga, some of the homies come in, shit. You know, niggas gotta do what they gotta do. Niggas gotta squabble up with the homies. You know what I'm saying? It ain't never nothing personal. They gonna be right back eating with them niggas tomorrow. Same nigga we just fought. That's just the culture, but
I have a friend who got locked up recently, and I was asking him, rap.
You got real niggas like me, blood. Bounce up, nigga. Like, nigga, my brother used to be big. I didn't be blood. Bounce up, nigga, off his rack, bleep. Nigga hearing niggas bullying niggas, nigga, few racks down, like, blood on Pyru, blood. Y'all, what y'all want to bully blood for? Squabble me. Like, dead homies. Like, whoever it was, cast niggas. I ain't, you feel, now you get what I'm saying? Like, I ain't really bullying niggas. Like,
all right, man. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of them. All right, we moving on. Y'all get the point, though. Y'all get the point. I don't think he's going in the hub and dub dorm. Neighborhood dorm, East Coast dorm, okay. You don't got no phase in that dorm. But that hub and dub dorm. That hub and dub dorm. You gonna have phase. He gonna have phase in the Parkville dorm though. You know?